Okay, now I'm just responding to a comment in the comment section of a video, and this says, Nick, I'm curious to know your opinion on using binaural frequencies to achieve an altered state of consciousness for use for meditation, rituals, or astral projection. Binaural frequencies are two separate frequencies between 1 to 40 Hz. Your brain will synthesize a third frequency from the other two and also the frequency of your brainwave patterns, brackets, gamma, alpha, beta. It can, in turn, alter your state of consciousness. I know you hate the term "it works," however, after listening to a binaural beat, your brainwaves are scientifically proven to change. Yes, that is true. Although there may be a 1% or 5% something percentage of the population that it doesn't quite operate for, so it's not there for every single possible case. Do I hate the phrase "it works" for something which is proven by natural science? No, I don't. Alright, as I said before, when you turn on your electric light, you flick the switch, it works, okay? It's that simple. Alright, unless of course, like the mains power goes or whatever, you got a power cut, then it won't work. But when it comes to saying that yes, you can definitely do rituals that work, namely provide you with a tropical island with thousands of naked women who can massage you in every possible way and £1 billion in your bank account, and health for all eternity and eternal life, no, I don't quite think that will work, quite frankly. And astral projection, yeah, astral projection is the product of an altered state of consciousness experience combined with forms of concentration exercise and visualization, and can provide a strange experience of a certain type that we define in terms of what it seems to be, namely an astral projection. When I hate the phrase "it works" is when someone says that if they burn a yellow candle on a Tuesday afternoon and they say the Lord's Prayer backwards whilst masturbating over a sigil of Baphomet's face, that will somehow give them the ability to do some kind of, change the balance of the universe in their favor and boom, curse their enemies or provide them with health and money and help them to get a job. But the thing that helps you to get a job is you start looking for one first. Okay? It really is quite important that you think about that. If you want to get a job, you start looking for one, okay? Aleister Crowley said that, he used language which expressed the action of publishing his book as being a work of magic. And he called things like, his pen and paper his ritual tools. Why? Because he was just trying to say that magic is to be and to do, namely life, ordinary everyday life, even atheist life. Because he was trying to readjust the meaning of the word magic for his personal purposes. Okay, it's not a question of if you play around with your ritual dagger or athame and you got your cup and you do the symbolic great rite in your caste circle done in the Wiccan tradition, that you will then be able to make lovers reconnect. Alright, that's, there's various experiences which suggest one thing, there's various experiences which suggest another, but to draw the causal link between the two is another thing. So when I say I don't like the phrase "it works," I'm talking about some very specific claims of a dramatic change, not just in terms of human consciousness brought about by scientifically accepted principles, not by the ideomotor effect when you're doing pendulum dowsing or the Ouija board seance, okay, because that is a scientifically proven thing. The causal connection between the Ouija board seance and the existence of spirits is not there. Alright, there's the experience, but that's as far as it really goes. And likewise with the pendulum dowsing experiment or experience, you will get some answers coming from the swing of the pendulum. But is that proof that your aura is subconsciously connecting to a spiritual force which is instructing you, or that there are little demons who are moving your hand for you? No, that's purely hypothetical religious spiritual stuff. Now, on the subject of binaural beats, that has been proven properly to the point where we can say full well, with the help of EEG technology, electroencephalograph or whatever it's called, brain scans and that sort of thing, that there is a measurable change which occurs in the brain. This is known, alright? Just like the action of vitamin C as an antioxidant. It acts as an antioxidant. If I take vitamin C, it won't necessarily cure me of my fever, but it will help in the process, and that's understood by science. Okay, it is essentially a fact that ascorbic acid, vitamin C, has some known effects upon the body. Okay, likewise, it is known that binaural beats have an effect upon you as well. And with the way that binaural beats operate is that you've got to carry on practicing it, because some people, the brain can't latch onto it somehow, or you don't relax enough, or you don't allow the stereo effect to take its effect or effect upon you. So these things require practice and work. So essentially, the first time you use binaural beats or a mind machine, a strobe light mind machine, for instance, you might not get the results. And also, likewise, if you use it too much, that could also be detrimental, because your brain needs to reach balance itself. But it can be a useful tool in terms of learning meditation, which you can then apply to other psychological experiences or psychic type experience attempts. And you will probably get some weird experiences on the way, and that's part of the pleasure. I mean, the most important thing, from my point of view, about all of this experiencing and experimenting with consciousness and meditation and prayer and religious things and occult ritual and all that kind of stuff, is it brings you as a human individual into a closer relationship to the inner world. Okay, which is part of your growth to understand these things. I attended a self-development course a while ago, a long time back now. And there was one person there who says, well, why didn't we learn all this stuff in school? Why didn't we learn about, emotions and our drives and, how to deal with things in school? Because you weren't taught, you weren't taught about introspection. You weren't taught about your mind. Now, yes, there's some serious questions about some of the experiences I've had, which I've still got. But there aren't concrete answers. But what we can do is we can make those answers appear in terms of using these tools and trying to get these strange experiences. And I've said this before in my earlier videos. You will get a better experience of your own mind, your own being. What it means to be conscious, what it means to be alive. And that's if you don't get any ghost experiences, astral projection experiences and all the rest of it. You will have that relationship with the inner world a little better. And if you do that, and you learn how to sense and feel what's happening in your body and in your mind much more, then that can be used along with your progression in living a healthier life, which can do you some good long term. That's part and parcel of what it's all about. Okay? I'll leave you with that thought right now. Okay, and if you don't like 3D, just take the 3D glasses off, okay? And the end result is I'll be still in better quality than when I was videoing in the ghastly 320 resolution, which I did a long time back on my cheap, shitty little 3G mobile phone. Okay, and that's if you don't like 3D. But you'll still get my voice. And I'm one of the few people out there who's not just using 3D for effect to make you go wow every single time something sharp and pointy comes straight towards your face and stuff like that. I'm blogging, I'm vlogging in 3D, which is the way it should be used in my opinion. And 3D glasses cost like 99 cents on eBay, so get yourself some. They're good fun. Go on, you know it makes sense.